So we're going to solve. So notice that we have logs equations. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deal with this addition. So they're both log base 2. So rules or properties of logs means when I have addition, it's the same thing as multiplication. So this becomes log base 2 of w times w minus 5 and log base 2 of 36. So now I'm going to get rid of my log base 2. And in order to do that is to do the inverse, which would be to take 2 as my base and make those as exponents. So these are going to cancel. And I'm left with w times w minus 5 equals to 36. So I'm going to distribute the w. And since it's quadratic, I know I'm going to have to factor. So I'm going to move the 36 to the other side. So I'm going to factor. So I need two numbers multiplied together that gives you w squared. So it'll be w and w. Two numbers multiplied together that gives you 36. So I have different combinations. I have 6 times 6, 3 times 12, 4 times 9. It's going to be 4 times 9. Since it's negative, one of them has to be negative, the other one has to be positive. Okay, and that's going to work. That's going to give me my middle term, which is negative 5. So then I'm going to use the zero product property and break them both apart and set them equal to 0. So I'm going to move the 9. So I'm going to get w equals to 9, and then I'm going to move the 4, and I'm going to get w equals to negative 4. So I get two answers, which they're both there, so they can be both the answers, but I need to check for extraneous solutions. So I need to make sure that they both work. So let me check the w equals to 9. So I'm going to substitute that into my original equation. So log base 2 of 9 plus log base 2 of 9 minus 5, and I want that to be log base 2 of 36. Okay, so log base 2 of 9 plus log base 2 of 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the properties of logs. Since it's additions, I'm going to write this as log base 2 of 9 times 4. And 9 times 4 is log base 2 of 36. So that checks. So that's an answer. So now I'm going to check w is equal to negative 4. So I'm going to have log base 2 of negative 4 plus log base 2 of negative 4 minus 5. So I already know that this is not going to be an answer, only because there's no such numbers of log base 2 of negatives. Remember, this means exponents, so what this means is my base is 2. 2 to what power is going to give you negative 4, which is never going to occur. So this is not going to be an answer. That's an extraneous solution. So my only answer is C equals to 9.